All right, this is the Handsome Z of Capital Chaos. We're hanging out with Chris Kontos at the Soundwave Studios. We're going to get some information on a group that I guess you started, AFAR, right?
Yeah, it's the Alliance for Artist Rescue, and what we do is we're basically assisting Islamic and people who are under tyranny in certain countries for the musical choices, fashion choices they make. It's not really political. It's these people are under the thumbs of their regimes or their countries, governments, because of metal or any kind of music that's, you know, they deem satanic or challenging to their government. So sure. They reached out to us, and what we're doing is we're putting a coalition together of people that are going to be able to support these people, sign for these people when they come to the country, sponsor these people with housing while they go through the immigration process. We work with Catholic Charities, and they help us with the initial money and funding to do the paperwork and the legal work with the IMF. And so yeah, it's been going really good. Tonight we're here at Soundwave for a showcase for Artak Ozan. Just celebrated his first year here in the United States, and my wife found him on YouTube, and we reached out to him, and then through correspondence realized that he was basically starving in Turkey, waiting his process to start, and he really didn't know how to go about it. So what we did is we dug into the process of how you go about getting asylum or that process going, and he ended up going through the UN, getting his paperwork. Took about 22 months. He's here in Knesset, and we're stoked.
That's awesome. Now let me get it straight. Now you came across him while he was in Turkey. Yeah,
he was in Turkey. He posted a video of himself playing guitar. My wife, Gwen Coffey, punched in Iranian guitar shredder, because we had seen the movie, the documentary Heavy Metal in Baghdad, about a Kausakata. And I knew that there was going to be more metal bands and more people in that situation. Metal finds its way everywhere. It's not going to be one band, it's going to be more. So there it was. And he reached out, Gwen reached out to him just to say, hey, great playing. We didn't know he was in any kind of turmoil. And he said, I need help. I don't know how to go. He thought he was, if he approached the authorities, he thought he was going to be sent back to Iran. And he was, you know, he hid out in a small village outside of Tehran for 18 months waiting to escape, and he was able to make it across 7 checkpoints out of Iran into Turkey. But at that point it was just surviving, going into record stores or music stores saying, hey, playing guitar, and then they say, hey, who are you? And well, you know, they tell him the situation, and they'd give him a back room to sleep in, and some lentils. I mean, it was finding bread and potatoes on the street for him. And this is all based on his dedication to metal. Yeah. So
he was able to seek and gain freedom through metal.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought of that?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's what it's all about. It's what we do. I mean, I think that the community in metal is very underrated, and when we do need to come together for each other, we have proven that for over the years, that we do benefits. And you know, you just look at situations like that metal show where they have so many people connected now. I've heard so much stuff going on outside of that show by just people who have met on that show, who have great ideas and linking and bonding. And we need more like that, more metalheads getting together, thinking about some of the greater issues, just to help within our own community. Put politics aside, race, nation, you know, all that aside, and just say metal is a creed in its own, you know. And if we, you know, help the guy on your right, help the guy on your left, we should be fine, you know.
Sweet. So what's next for you in AFAR? What's the next metalhead down the pike?
We were just contacted by another Iranian band called Rise to Rage, and they're on my page right now. You can check them out. They're in Iran. They want to start their process. It'll be a very hard, long process. Like I said, we're working on our 501c nonprofit status. So yeah, just keep your eye open for us. Go to the Facebook page, like the page, and be ready for us to put the PayPal up and start supporting some bigger issues that we have going on.
And do you think that if we bomb Iran, it'll make it harder for them to get out?
Well, of course. That's why we want to take no political stance, and we take no political stance because we're not involved in that. It's the fact that you're bashing these people. These people are stoned to death for this music, beaten to death, you know, imprisoned for playing metal. Your hair can be cut on the street for having long hair. They're totally intimidated by it. So yeah, if we bomb Iran, of course it'll be totally fucked. And there's metalheads in Jordan, Libya, every country, Yemen. I'm contacted in Indonesia,
Libya maybe.
They're metal is everywhere, man.
Right.
We are everywhere, and so these people have to be accounted for. The president never mentions artists or musicians or music. Endowments for the arts are completely down. We've received no contact or been able to contact anybody in Amnesty International. It seems to be a total failing in the system, you know. I don't think we're really considered the way we should be. I mean, just look at the Dimebag situation. It's the first person ever to be assassinated on stage while playing. It's not really lifted to that magnitude. You know what I mean?
It's sad.
It's sad because of those crazy lyrics or the intimidating T-shirts or the unintelligible lyrics. What are they saying? You know, that old generic, are they killing babies and, you know, that stuff? Right. You know, sure, there's that kind of metal out there, but it's like horror movies. You know, we all know, it's preaching to the converted, but even when Artak was getting his process done at the UN, his caseworker was horrified of him. He could see the stigma immediately. Even the refugees trying to escape that tyranny were terrified of him. So it's a stigma that stretches boundaries.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for all your hard work on freeing the metal refugees worldwide.
Yeah, man. Right on. Thank you for your time, dude. Appreciate
Fucking
it.
A.
Right on.